Okay. Start with the minutes. Any announcements from anyone?
I don't know if I'd call it an announcement, but I would like to show the Hamvention Talks poster to make sure we're all on the same page when we're done with all the grape goodies.
Yes.
By the way, I have to drop off at 10:30.
Okay.
We have a thesis proposal.
Ah.
All right. Well, actually, David's one of the people I had a question for. Do you mind if I share that now and took a couple minutes while he's here? Thank you. Let's see, share screen. Okay. Stuff out of the way. High control. Okay, so Hamvention, wow, it's next week already, very hard to believe. We have both booth talks and a space we share with space station folks at Eris and Yoda and Youth on the Air. I've got a couple of us penciled in for booth talks, so I'm going to give George's presentation on the 10 megahertz dropouts because I thought that thing was really good and it deserves a little more expansive whatever. So anyhow, so he and I have been going back and forth on that. I'm ready with that on Saturday morning. JP Fox, one of Nathaniel's students, is going to be talking about TIDs and Super Darn, which is great. David, this is the title I've got penciled in. I haven't printed anything. I can change the title for you.
That works fine.
Yes, that's good. Okay.
Yep.
I figured that was broad enough that you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll
thanks.
be able to present some early eclipse data, but I think you can leave it the way it is.
Great, thanks. And then the big deal are the forums, excuse me, room 2. So Nathaniel's going to give us a 5-minute intro. And these have been nailed down for quite a while. I give the SEQP results. Rachel will be looking at some of her work. And Rob, Annette talking about the RX 8088 and things that are happening there, similar to what he did at the workshop. And then Jesse Alexander is going to talk about the National Radio Astronomy Project. Saturday booth talks for us. Rob and Paul are going to go a little bit more in depth. They've got an hour to go in a little more in depth on the Whisper Demon stuff. And then at 1 o'clock, Phil Karn's going to talk about K9Q radio. So I think we've got everything pretty well filled up. We know what the titles are now, so I can, if I get the stuff from ARISS, I can get these posters printed and hung around at Hamvention on Thursday, so we can draw some more people to our booth. So that's it. Thanks for indulging me, Rachel.
No, that looks great.
Will any of those presentations be recorded or streamed at all? Do you know?
In the past, I've never seen Hamvention have any technology to so-called broadcast that stuff, and we haven't done any. There's no recording equipment or no way to record it that I know of.
Hang on. Sign back in. Does anyone else have any announcements? Okay. Any other business that anyone would like to talk about? Okie dokie. I would like to check back in with John. Any updates on the stations not uploading FL Digi?
Trying to remember, is that for Grape 1 or Grape 2?
Grape 2.
Grape 2. I think we're down to 6 stations now. We've got a couple more online, but quite honestly, I'm been slammed with my day job. We're cleaning out
That's-
our ham shack to get it renovated, and I just put the finishing touches on handing the shack over to facilities. We've cleaned it out completely, so I've been, like I said, I haven't even looked at this week, so I don't have much to report.
John, I did send you my QTH info this morning.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay.
And I have
I-
not heard anything about the uploading of the Grape 2 data.
That's
Probably should send the note out in case some people are bandwidth limited. It's going to be about a 10 gig upload. And we're going to stage them in 1 hour segments of probably half a gig per hour. So if you've got limited stuff, a limited bandwidth or problems with that, we're going to need to talk, because we're going to be doing some serious uploading for the one day. About 10 gig of data.
Good news is Xfinity upgraded my upload speed from 10 to 20.
Woohoo!
Well, that's twice mine.
And let's see. Is Bill on today?
Yep,
Any update on the magnetometer error?
I haven't seen it occur again in the stations that are uploading logs, which I'm not getting logs from 6 stations, and I'm not getting data from 7 stations. Grape 2. So answer is no additional errors from the magnetometer. And 7 stations are not uploading data.
Okay. I was still 7.
Yep.
All right. That, I guess we'll go into general updates. Does anyone have any other open business discussion type stuff that they want to talk about?
I guess I do have a magnetometer question.
Sure.
There was somebody in the Grape forum asking for assistance with, I don't know, calibration or drift or some such thing with their magnetometer, is Bill, NI5F, and I don't know that anybody got to him with an answer yet. And I guess that maybe that's a long-term concern, that we've got enough people with enough knowledge or experience with the magnetometers, because if we really do deploy another 30 of them next year with the HF and LF systems going out, we're gonna need a little more support. That's all.
Yeah, the alignment is really very straightforward. At least on the Grape 2, you run the diagnostic code and you just twist the thing in the ground till you zero out what's listed as the y-axis, and then you're done. It's that simple. But it's a
I think
touchy
Bill-
adjustment.
I think Bill's question was, it looks like to him it changed about 5 degrees since he first did that. So he was wondering if there was an electrical and not, a soft or a drift in the circuitry, or just something had bumped it or whatever he was.
Something bumped it, because I had the same problem, and it turns out that the cable had actually pulled it probably 1/10 of a degree. Barely perceptible movement. And it's a really touchy setting. And it does change during the day. It's not where you set it at 0 is going to be kind of it's a relative setting. It's not an absolute calibration, but we're just trying to get everybody sort of set up. That's about the only thing, because if you try to do it with a compass and pointing the magnetometer board, you're going to be plus or minus 3 degrees. And this is easily 10 to 100 times more sensitive than that. So just setting the y-axis value to as close to 0 as you can get. And you have to allow for the averaging. The instantaneous reading takes about 3 seconds for it to settle down. But that's all there's to it. There's nothing tricky about it.
Okay, if you're okay with it, I'll kind of feed that answer back to him just so he's.
Yeah, like I
feels
said, I
confident what he's
haven't
got.
had a chance to even look at my emails for the last week. I've been kind of overloaded with, well, we're in the midterm or in the finals, and yeah, my day job's sort of taking over.
Okay, well, I'll get back to him on that. I'll save you the trouble. No problem. That's good for now then. Thanks.
Not the finals. Out of curiosity,
She says that with such trepidation.
um, out of curiosity, how many of us are going to Hamvention? Do we want to meet next week, or do we want to pause for a week?
I suggest that we pause because most of us aren't going to be here.
Yeah.
In transit.
Yep.
I'll just put that up in announcements.
The proverbial quest for incredible deals.
And that
Just that would be a
40-year-old Collins equipment starts looking pretty good, actually.
And then you get home and you go, what was I thinking?
Well,
You
I
get buyer's
enjoy
remorse.
And the
Well, I
wife
enjoy
front door
finding
with the
that-
finger pointed.
I enjoy finding out what things I didn't know I needed.
Is that one carload or two?
Only got one.
Okay. And I guess we'll make this relatively brief for the rest. Gary, any updates on the website?
No, nothing new. Hamvention's been keeping me busy and whatnot, so I don't expect I'll fiddle with it. And then I'll be getting into scoring the SEQP when we get back, so I don't, unless somebody needs something, I don't plan on working on a website too much in the next month or two.
And I'm
Planning on
Similar
sending Gary and Rachel the latest updates on the Grape 2 latitude, longitude elevations information so we can get the plots going. But that's still a work in progress. I think I still got 13 stations that haven't given me everything that I need yet. So out of the 32.
okay. And Bill, I imagine very similar from you. No website updates.
Well, there is one little tiny thing.
Okay.
I'll mention because somebody requested this, and I don't remember exactly who now, but on the initial map. Oh, let me see if I can bring it up here and show you. Okay.
Done.
Let me show my screen here, and I will. How do I do it? Okay, there it is. All right. This is something somebody requested. It used to be available in one of the analysis pages, and we took it away, and I didn't have, anybody was using this. But anyway, you click on this, and you get a little box there. Then you can click on that, and it takes you immediately to that station's observations.
Oh, cool.
So it's sort of an automated filter. Also, I mentioned this last week. If you're running one of these stations, this is all the RX 888s and the digital RF stations. You can go on that station and click a box that says you want to receive an email when the station goes offline. We check every week, or rather every night at about 8 p.m. Since the uploads start at 00 UTC, they should be finished by 8 p.m. local time, that's Central Time. And then if your station has not uploaded and you've checked that box, you have to opt into this. You'll get an email telling you your station appears to be offline. We had some
great.
problems with the watchdog crapping out. We think we've solved that because it hasn't happened again in a couple of weeks. So hopefully this won't produce a lot of false alarms. So anyway, that's all I had. Back to Ned.
Thank you,
Where
Bill.
is
That sounds very useful.
Yeah,
Where was
one
the
quick
box?
question.
The box that you ticked, where was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, let me show you again. If you go go into stations. View my stations. It shows you just your stations. And then you go and you click on your station to edit it. To look at the details of a station or edit it, click on its link in the ID column, which would be here. And then you scroll down. See here it says receive emails when station goes offline, true. So if you edit station details, then it gives you a click box down here where you can turn on receive email notifications if your station goes offline. And these emails will be sent daily. Obviously, you won't continue to get emails if your station comes back online. It will clear that. It will clear that. I mean, it won't clear the box, but you'll get one email per day if your station goes offline and stays offline until you clear this box.
Okay, and one more, thank you for that. And one more question. I guess if you have a magnetometer and a RF system, it'll give you the email in either case if one is not received. Is that right? Or
Well, the way it works is it's pretty crude. Each time you do an upload, that acts like a heartbeat, and so it will update the last heard on that station. So if you've got both a magnetometer and a Grape, say, both running, and one of them goes offline, but the other one doesn't, you won't get a notification. Now, if that turns out to be a problem, we can look at changing that, but that's just the way it is now.
okay,
There's not that many stations that have both.
okay.
Now, Philip, you had a question.
Yeah. Is it possible to register a Grape 2 with this? Because I couldn't figure out how to do it.
No,
No,
Okay.
completely different system.
I think I thought that Con was working on some way to make it possible to upload to this system from the Grape 2s, but I don't think that that's really.
That has not happened yet because he hasn't had a chance. He's coming into his own set of finals now, so.
Yeah.
But he'll be working, I believe he'll be working on that this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's correct. Yeah.
I know that that's something that Nathaniel is hoping we can eventually achieve. So.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to be able to make the systems interoperable so that if you do, like, for example, if you store data in digital RF, that it's possible to extract an FL plot from it. So that's not possible yet, but I know that that's something else that Kung was looking at. Lucky Kung, he's got a task list about a mile long. So anyway, back to that.
And that's the short version.
Yeah.
Okay. Any updates on Grape 2?
I do not have any. Bill
Right.
and Kung probably do.
Oh.
Bill?
Nope, none for me.
Okay.
Kung, any updates?
Yeah, just a tiny one. I'm Dr. Pizzo from him fixed the networking issue with his Grape 2 system, so I went inside and fixes the system. Now is able to upload data to the network now, to our server now, so it's working fine. And I'm still working on the plotting for magnetometer, and there's an issue with the data controller on my development system. For some reason, is receiving like keyboard interrupt from somewhere that I can't seem to find. It just keeps terminating on its own. So I'm tracking down that problem right now. Yeah, and besides that, it's that week, and next week is finals, so I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Back to the net.
Okay.
Oh, it's keyboard interrupt. Is not cable interrupt?
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? 'Cause if not, I am perfectly okay with ending this meeting early.
Just like to say, looking forward to seeing many of you at Hamvention next week. Should be a good time. Stop by the Hamside booth, hang out, and help us recruit some more station locations, because the more data, the better, right? So.
I have one question. Is there an incentive if you have a Grape 1 system and magnetometer running to upgrade to a Grape 2 in terms of the data output that's going to get received?
The data being sent by the Grape 2 is identical to what's being sent by the Grape 1. Grape 2s are a custom build only, since there's well over 500 parts on it, so it's not something that a user can build. And we had a limited run of 30, well, we got 32 stations out, so there's really no upgrade path from a Grape 1 to a Grape 2.
Okay, it seems like that's a question that others may have and could come up, I would think. So I'm glad you told me. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's it then. Anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Good luck to everybody with their finals.
Yes.
And Gary, I think I sent you an email concerning the tickets and stuff, so I like that. And I will have Rachel, like, he's going to drop the tickets off, and I'll have your ticket. So
I think I'll have Rachel's. I can't remember. A couple have to get reprinted by Hamvention, but John, yours I've got. So probably Monday morning I'll send you a text and we'll figure out a time when I can get down the case.
yeah, I'm going to be here all week. Well, Monday, Tuesday.
It'll be Monday or Tuesday, because Wednesday I'm
That-
driving to Dayton. So
That's perfect.
Question for John. John, were you able to locate those emails?
To be brutally honest, I hadn't had a chance to even look at them because I've been
It didn't
working with
sound like
school.
it. Okay, I
So
have weeks like that. I'll be at the site tomorrow if you get a chance to look at them and have any special instructions. Otherwise, I'll just try a restart per the original instructions and we'll see where we get.
yeah, if you do the restart and all the updates are there, it should automatically start the G2 console. And that should be, you should be at golden then at that point, but I don't know what updates you've missed.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we can end the recording of the formal meeting, and then I'll just turn the channel over if anybody wants to stay on and troubleshoot their Grape systems or talk about things. Does that sound good?
73.
7 threes.
7-3.
7-3.
80.